See you in 6 days.
Don't know how long we're going to chat, but we're going to wait.
It's not a bad
For the
substitution,
two best managers in the world.
I told her, don't do it, but she was against United. She was in the crowd and got an elbow, and now she wanted to go there.
Oh, yeah.
But with the security and another guy. Bodyguard.
You will appreciate around the world. If there's anyone we're going to wait for, it's Pep Guardiola or Jurgen Klopp. Good to see you.
Ladies.
Coach, how are you? Good?
I'm good, yeah.
Good.
Whew, we're still getting a breath. What was that like from your point of view?
They're good. I liked it. So after the game to the boys, I said to the boys, I'm happy with a lot of things, but it feels like there was more in for us today. We could have, in our moments when we played football, I thought we caused them more problems than we did in the past. So around goals, generally we played pretty good. We remember goals which we scored here after, 30 passes, or at Anfield, double switch, these kind of things. But what we did around the first goal, that's actually what we want to do more often. The only problem is we lose a ball and their counter-attacks are really crazy, and you don't just shake that off. It's just, okay, be careful, maybe not in tight areas, pass there, and that's what you saw. But from my point of view, I say it's a fair result, and yeah, we will not stop chasing, obviously. We have now 2 different competitions. Champions League, very important, and then FA Cup against them as well, crazy. Yeah, and from then, when we play Premier League, we will give it a go.
When we spoke last week, you were talking about their insane football. To go behind twice here, but to hit back on both occasions, what does that say about the strength of your players?
If somebody questions the mentality of my boys or character, that would be really crazy. And how it is in football, so you need a bit of luck. The goal we scored was a great goal, but it's like inches. Ball, take it direct, one touch and in. That can happen everything. It can be in the stands, and it's the same character. You just lose the game. So, they started obviously the first half with a similar situation when Ali could make the save. That gave them the momentum. You could see that, and this situation gave us the momentum. So we were really, the next 10-15 minutes, we were really in control, and I like that a lot. We have to extend these phases, and then we probably can win a game against them as well.
Jurgen, another characteristic your team displays and a lot of courage, especially at the back. I always look at you and think sometimes Manchester City were playing in behind, but you've still got that bravery to push up, to squeeze the game, to try to keep your attacks going.
Okay, in football it's like this. If there's no pressure on the ball, you cannot have a high last line. We had that once or twice today. But in all other situations, when Hendo could step up, because the wingers had to defend the width, obviously, then Hendo can step up. Then you saw them turning, passing back and stuff like this. But there's a moment when you take a deep breath. That's a moment when you have to drop, but you can't. That's not that easy. It's like all of a sudden, he has the ball free, no pressure, and then he chips it just in behind. We were lucky when they scored the goal and it was disallowed for offside. But apart from that, we wanted to be ourselves. And it doesn't mean a crazy high line. It just means we want to put them under pressure where they want to build. And that worked out a lot of times, not all the times. And then, you could suffer a little bit. But, that's the way it is.
Jurgen, now the game has been played and you leave the stadium as well. How do you feel? How's your emotion? Do you think it's 2 games of 2 points lost or 2 points won?
No. The season is too long. If we win today, then we are 2 points up. What is that then? Feet on the chair or what, and say that's it. They will not lose a lot of games. We will not lose a lot of games, hopefully. If we do, then we have no chance. That's fine. If we don't do, but the plan is actually to keep them under pressure. Yes, we were already in a similar situation years ago. We didn't become champion because of 11 inches. People forget that. It was a situation here, in that goal, I think, when Stones and Ederson kick the ball in each other's face, and in the end Stones can make that save. If that ball is in, we are maybe champion. A few weeks later, Burnley, similar situation. City can score a goal for that against Burnley, and that's the situation. We cannot force luck. We will just try absolutely everything to win our games, and then we will see what they do. But we have other competitions between now and then, and it's all good.
Yeah. You do have other competitions, but you've got 7 league games to go. Do you think it's going to be that fun again that you're going back to?
Yeah, hopefully. It's not a fine margin. Then I can see them dropping plenty of points. So we have to be really nearly perfect and ruthless and force luck in these moments in games where we really just win football games, and then we will see if they drop somewhere points or not. We will face them only. Okay, Champions League we could face them as well. So
you could, yeah.
at least one more time, but not in the league at least. So now we have just to make sure that the next Premier League games are United and Everton. So against us, they 100% squeeze both a performance out. That we can imagine that. It's not that they just give up and say, okay, we don't want. No, that will be really, really tough for us. But I couldn't be bothered about it. I'm really happy with the situation and our development, and yeah, all good. Let's go.
Let's go indeed. Listen, you said last week the whole world stops for this fixture. It did. It didn't disappoint. Thank you. And thank you for joining us, Jurgen. Great to see you. Thank you very much indeed. Wow.